So last time we was all together, um, Dimitri and Xanthi went off to find where the sky and land met, where the stars fell to the land. They knew it described as the waterfall. They went to try and get there. It was blocked off by these guardians wearing like kind of stars on their back, and they said if you want to get through there, you have to talk to High Sister Elvis, which you did. The whole time this happened, Morticia woke up to a unconscious, potentially dead William, and panicking a little bit. He suddenly just come back to being after while that was all happening, finding out the armour might have had something to do with it. You was rudely interrupted by Algrove smashing onto the door, trying to wake you all. You awoke, found out that there was a message for you saying that they've gone to the waterfall. You gathered your stuff. Algrove directed you through town. You picked up a few diamonds just in case. Headed over there where you saw Dimitri going into this earthen prison, almost like, with the High Sister Alvis, where he got the ever-living paladin beaten out of him. And afterwards, she wanted to still test him, said she was going to go after his friends. And then that's when he had the epiphany that his friends are his strength, not what his connection is to deity or anything like that. There was a bit of a fight that broke out. You guys held her off while he ran up to the top. As soon as we reached the summit of this, she teleported to him, seemingly pushed him off a cliff into the waterfall. He come out with this blazing new form that shone brighter than the sun. Afterwards, Sister Alvis claimed it was just all a test. She had to make it seem real, just otherwise it wouldn't work. You then set about buying some bread, walking back through town, going to have some drinks and eat some bread. That's pretty much the wrap up. And we pick up there after you've brought the bread, walking back through town. Algrav's kind of like, where do you want to go?
Perhaps there is somewhere that we can heat up some of this rock stew that you made to dip the bread in.
Oh, like oven?
Either that or just some kind of campground, though it might be a bit cold out here, so perhaps indoors would be better.
Oh, yeah. We could go to the Hiker's Rest.
That sounds like the perfect place. Lead the way.
Okay. And he starts like barging through the crowds, leading his way to like this kind of, compared to the other places here, this looks a bit like a shack. Kind of like a ill put together tent that's not quite connected properly. And he lifts up this curtain that seems to be the door, and inside you just see like this roaring fire pit and everyone kind of like sitting around it, more giants, and they're kind of like talking, and like they have like some like s'mores they're kind of cooking at the same time. It seems just to be like a gathering pit where they just converse with each other.
Will this be okay, or do you think it's a bit busy? How is everyone feeling?
Definitely been worse.
This seems okay.
Yeah, no, this is fine.
Can we try and plan having a break? We were meant to be figuring out what the fuck we're meant to do, and we keep just walking into trouble.
I'm down to take the rest of the day.
yeah, we just take the rest of the day to rest and plan. Nothing too major.
How are you feeling?
Better now that I have Pabu back. Concerned about what this might mean in terms of rejecting Onos. But I don't regret it.
Next time, just let us help, like, immediately, please. It's very hard, and bad things happen when you don't let us interfere.
Yes. Nope. I know that now. I was just scared. Didn't want to hurt you guys. I care about you a lot.
We need to go pick up the dagger as well at some point because you didn't take the handle with you.
Yes, I also left the gauntlets you let me use.
Oh god fucking damn it.
I left everything.
Not the smartest idea, I gotta say.
Maybe we eat and then we go get it, because I don't want to lose them.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Santi will take out one of the cauldrons of rock stew and try and head on over to the fire, get cooking that up. It should not take too long. It just needs to boil through a little.
Yeah.
Thinking of
Oh.
maybe taking this time to try and contact Gladys. I got some bad info, and I want to make sure she's okay.
You can? Which method?
Yeah.
Because you got multiple at this point.
Yes, ending. I think I'll just quickly drop a message to Gladys. Hey Gladys, we heard some bad things happened. I hope you're okay. Do you need us to come help you somehow?
Moments go by. Too many for your liking, actually. But eventually, you do hear. I'm okay. I've been better. He's hot on my trail. I'm slightly worse for wear. He seems to be able to track me even when I'm not using my Imperium somehow. I think maybe some of the other Imperium users are activating them. That's the only way it's gonna be a way. But I should be. Oh no, he's here! And then cuts off.
She will immediately slap William on the arm. What did you do? She's getting e-founder because you are using your Imperium.
Okay, so you don't want to use the thing to help us what we need in the first place. Got it. You know the whole thing that we did in the whole... You understood this, right? That's what the librarian said. You knew this the whole time, and you've been happy that I was using it for our benefit. Now it's a concern.
I didn't
You're not
remember that
listening to this.
before. You are supposed to be the smart one that is supposed to remember things, and then you still use it, and now Gladys is in danger.
Smart
Okay,
one,
I
yes.
don't think I've had that
Remembering, no.
No, I was gonna say, I don't think I've had that person the whole time. I have a notebook for writing things down for a reason.
You didn't write this one down. Write it down.
Why didn't you guys? At the same time we met the librarian, you all got your own notebooks.
Which would
I
scare
will
the-
write it down. I think according to her, it just found her again. I hope she's okay.
Do we need to go after her? Save her?
Did she say where specifically?
No. She says she's running. She's trying not to get for them, but he keeps finding her because William keeps using his Imperium. Yeah, I'm blaming this on you.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, sure, whatever. When you get yours, and you can't resist
I will
using
not
it,
use it.
I highly doubt that.
Maybe if somebody else is dying.
Understandable. I guess I'm not allowed to use mine, even if people are dying then. Got it. Okay, I see the precedent that we're setting here.
Yes. Double standards, yes.
I'm going to
Does
throw you in that
this-
part in a second.
Does this change our plans?
I mean, I don't think so. We should still try and find as many Imperiums as we can. We just can't use them, otherwise we'll be putting other people in danger.
But what about if you use them and then all the people would be in danger get rounded up, so therefore the danger can't be used any more than what it would be, you know? Because a danger shared is a danger halved. That's giant math.
I wasn't keeping track.
Yeah. I don't know if it works if they are picking it one by one.
Oh, okay.
I think that you are right that we are stronger together, though, if that is what you are kind of meaning.
Yeah.
But that means we need to be together first, right?
I'll be
At the minute,
completely honest.
What we need
confused.
are. That's understandable.
It's okay, buddy. We understand you. Anyone wants to do anything else in town? I mean, we have today. We can use it as you wish.
I have another agenda, but that can wait.
And maybe we ask about town about this so-called dragon, right? It must be like some silver dragon. I
don't
feel like
suppose
that's
there is a storyteller or library, someone who keeps these kind of records, verbal or physical. Talking to Algarve.
I mean, we do have a guy who comes to town often. He's normally from the Valdis district, but he comes every once in a while, at least once a week, and he tells us great stories of the world beyond Karma Peaks. I mean, at least he used to. I don't know if he still does.
Do you know how far away this dragon is? Is it far from Karma Peaks, or would it be more a local story?
I mean, the cave is kind of like in the Karma Peaks mountain range. It's just beyond all the town parts of it. Just when the mountains continue.
How far do you think that would be? And I think we already discussed the travel time. I forget.
I believe it was talked about something like each part of the town is like a day from each other. And then
Okay.
the cave is not that far off that. So you've got like 3 days to get to each town apart from this one.
Yeah.
Because there's 3 more parts. So probably about 4 days, I think, roughly. But then you was talking about as soon as you could see it, you was going to teleport or something. I remember. I wrote that down. That's where.
Yes, try and...
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wait, you just need to know the place, right? To use
Yeah.
the portal thingy. Hey, big guy, which district is the one closest to the cave?
I believe that would be the Ascaridum one.
Do you think that'd be enough? The Ascaridum district of Karma Peaks? Do you think that's enough knowledge you've got?
I can try. You want me to try it now?
Maybe it's better to rest at that town when we're closer to the cave, so we're ready to fight it when we're at
Wait.
our best.
Then you go grab your shit.
I need to get my stuff.
Yeah, go get the knife and go get your gauntlets. And the rest of the stuff that you left in your room.
Yes. And I will take 10 minutes to do my thing.
Algrav's more
Okay.
than happy to direct you back to where you come from.
Cool, thank you.
Ask if they have a lost and found just because they've already cleared the room and changed the door.
Yep, we'll do.
And ask to see the door.
Got it.
As you get back to the giant tankard, the barkeeper was there, Arion. He's just like, oh, Algrav, you broke another thing of mine. You broke the door. No. Technically, the door fell apart. I mean, I was, like, knocking, and then it broke. I didn't break it. Okay, sure. What did you do to that door? It was pretty solid. We couldn't even get it to replace it.
Oh, yeah, I can fix that, don't worry.
Oh,
I can't fix the hole, but I can fix it opening.
if you can get it open, we can get it fixed.
Cool. I will be back.
Yeah, as you go back to your room, the door's like left exactly how Algrav looked. It's just like this giant fist in hole, like in the center of it. And like you can look in there and you see your stuff still untouched there. You look down to the handle and you see like the dagger still left in the handle.
Okay, good. Yeah. So I'll release the door. So I'll take the dagger back.
Yep.
And yeah, I'll grab all my stuff back.
Yeah, as you do that, Algrav kind of like gets a blanket and like puts it over the door. And he's like, see, it's fine, good as new.
Sure. I think they might want to make a more permanent fix, but for temporary means, that's good.
It's fine. It works, see? As long as you don't put your fist through it.
I guess it can be like, I don't know, like a peephole kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, like you could see who's coming to your room before you open the door, kind of thing.
Exactly.
But wouldn't that mean they could see into the room before they get in there?
Also true. It works both ways.
Do you reckon I could, like, sell this idea?
I don't think it's it will take. People like their privacy.
Okay.
But if you can do it so that it only works one way, 100%.
Like, if I put the blanket on the other side, you just move it across.
Still the same issue.
Oh, okay.
We'll work on it.
Okay. What about if you have a big head?
Yeah, I think just an eye is fine to just see through, so it can be as small as.
Oh. Like if I just break it with my finger.
Sure,
Huh.
but don't go breaking doors.
Huh. Good advice. You are wise.
Thank you.
Don't go breaking doors. Do you know your way back to your friends?
I can probably figure it out if you have.
Well, it's just if
Okay.
you're... I think your plans are go to the Ascaridon district, Giant King, and work him there.
Really? How come? Is it...
It's kind of like the... like, how would you say, like a, subject you don't talk about, you know? Just like if
Right.
someone smells, you don't tell them to their face they smell.
Of course. Fair enough. Well, perhaps you can come around anyway. I'm sure my friends would like to say goodbye and thank you for everything.
Okay. I mean, I could get you right to the entrance of a Ascaridon's one, but I'm not. We're not welcome in town. They make everything too small.
I see the issue. Okay.
Okay. You go downstairs, and Algrav's like, I fixed the door. Did you? Yeah. As good as new. Well, okay. Thank you very much. We're going to inspect it. Okay.
You might need more materials.
Okay. As you leave the giant tankard, you just hear the guy just like, "Oh!" scream as he sees the door. Algrave! Oh, I think he wants me.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Okay, this way. Start making your way back through. You get into where the hikers rest. Food now would be perfectly to the temperature of eating. Bread would be able to be like slightly warmed as well with the temperature of the room, so it's not like it's still got like that freshness of fresh bread. But yeah.
We'll hold out a bowl for the two of them. Everything okay?
Yep, all good. Got the stuff. It was still there. They couldn't get the door open, so they kind of left it.
Get some
Why
of this
didn't you
down.
break it the rest of the way?
I'm guessing it will cost less to fix a smaller like hole.
Then
I guess.
hold on. Yeah.
Yeah. But all good here.
Yeah.
Ready to go when you guys want?
Algrath can't come with us. The giant cannot welcome.
Oh,
That's a shame.
Giant kin are not welcome.
Yeah, like proper big ones. I mean, you're okay. They should think you're just very big.
Okay.
But like, if you're my
That's-
size, it's
A bit unfortunate, no? Is there a reason?
like a long time ago, like before I was born, we people of the Calmer Peaks, we used to live in harmony together. Then everything changed when the Dustbugs came here. They kind of moved in and took over that part of the town. They started before they went there. We used to Helion used to be the fourth part of Calmer Peaks, but then they started the worship of Ascaridon, and that kind of took over. And they used to laugh at us because we were big and clumsy, and they were very fancy and delicate. They weren't as nice as you.
clearly.
They were more
He's
like
the-
him. Pointing at William.
Hey, I'm nice. I'm just very gloomy.
Like a storm cloud.
Nice storm cloud.
God, you know what? It's not the worst thing I've been compared to.
Like a really dark storm cloud. It all does is rain. And
All right, I
rain.
get it. I get it.
Okay.
Jeez.
I mean, it's not your fault. You're wearing quite dark clothing as well. That doesn't help with the whole gloomy process, you know. Maybe if you get hit by lightning or something, it might brighten you up. I don't know.
Thanks, buddy. Feeling really appreciated.
Okay. But I may have a new business venture.
Let us
That's
know
right.
if you open it.
I'm going to put finger holes in doors.
Oh, not the old business venture, new business. Okay.
Yeah, new one. I will still do that during the peak times, but when it's like off season, I can put holes in doors, and then people can look out, and they can see who's coming into their house or room before they come.
You know, if you add a glass outside, then people won't be able to like put their hands through it.
Huh?
You know?
Glass, that's what we were missing.
That's clever.
You forgot
I mean-
glass existed.
I just didn't think to utilize it.
I'm
You just
concerned
gotta make
for-
sure
for
it's
you,
strong.
Don't worry about it.
So if I can't break the glass, use that glass.
That's a safe bet.
If you can break it, no one else can.
And then it'd be like you're spying on them without them noticing, and with the we could call them like spy glasses.
Seems like a good name.
That's
Hmm.
Hmm.
I won't forget your cut in this.
Thank you.
Who should I make out the other part of the money I make to?
Points out Morticia.
But for a little bit for me, a little bit for Dimitri, and I guess the rest is for you.
Okay. Like a three-way deal.
Yeah.
I like that. I will get about doing this.
You should talk to a lawyer. Make sure you get a patent for that.
A lawyer? What's that?
Yeah. Someone who knows the business.
Huh. Like a blacksmith?
Not exactly.
Oh.
Just ask around.
That's
Okay.
my work.
Okay.
Here, I'm gonna give him 10 gold.
Oh, thank you.
No, thank you, for everything, and, just in case you go, damaging stuff, that might help.
Would you like to, toast or something before we leave?
I'm good with the bread, thank you.
Wrong one, but okay, sure, yeah, that works. Okay.
And if you ever want more rock stew, I can always make some if you're passing through.
We will definitely keep it in mind.
Just let me know.
They'll come knocking.
Or maybe I will see you before you knock.
Hey,
I
it
mean-
might happen.
Actually, yep.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Xanthi
Just,
will
like,
stand
sits
up,
back
kind
down.
of dust the crumbs off and ready the pack. Reach out a hand to grasp his arm. Yash Algarov. Thank you for everything.
And you, little one.
Until we meet again.
Okay, bye, guys.
I
Yes, stay safe. Send our regards to your friends, big ones that we rode here on.
Oh, Fang and Claw.
Yeah, make sure they, you know,
Oh, I should go check on them.
you really should possibly, bud.
Okay.
Especially with those werebears.
Oh, that's right. And then he just like runs off, throws the bowl on the floor, just like runs out, making his way back through the town towards the entranceway.
Well, so this is the closest town. Hopefully, it's the right place.
Have I ever failed you?
No, I'm just hoping that for some reason there might be another one somewhere else in the world.
I'm sure that's not the case. And I'll try to open the portal.
one way to find out.
Yeah, the portal opens up.
Go right in.
Yeah, sure. I guess I'll go first. I'll tell you if it's deadly or not. If I come back in a ball of flame, you know not to come.
I'm
Anyway.
sure you're gonna be fine.
Do you want me to
Shit.
go? I'm kind of used to being in a ball of flame.
Are you sure you're still like inflammable? Like
Oh no, it was.
flammable?
Well, we'll see.
I'll deal with it. And
Okay.
I'll get up and just walk through.
Walk through giant fireball. No, I'm joking. You walk through.
into the mouth of a dragon.
No, as you walk through, you see a very different landscape to the one you're coming on. Like, even though it's still snowy, like the houses and like places here, it's still like very traditional in terms of like wooden kind of framework and stonework, but they've kind of got like an edge to them. They've kind of like got like you see like graffiti on the side of them instead of like hanging door ways. It's just like some like really feels very comforting
Urban-esque.
yet worrying at the same time.
Familiar yet concerning.
Indeed.
Just gonna poke my head back through the portal. Really strange looking town.
What do you mean?
It feels a lot more than we're accustomed to, and I don't like it.
I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah, possibly. Anyway,
Let's go.
Yep.
Grabbing Aethon, then heading
Yep.
through.
Perfect.
just come through and we're just in a bar fight or something.
Yeah, you come through, and you just see like as soon as you come through, there's like this one Duskblood that's wearing like this red leather jacket, kind of like scruffy looking kind of shirt, some like ripped kind of like trousers, like big thick leather boots. He's been like tossed out of this one player, and it's just like, and don't you come back here. You're not welcome here again, Seth. You cheat and you steal. Don't come back. Hey, all right. No need to get so handsy with me. But Arnis, you do realize your name is like a few letters short of arse, right? Out. Okay. And he just like kind of dusts himself off as you're coming through the portal, and he just like turns to you. Fresh blood. Hey, new in town? Looking for a place to stay? Oh, you have nice horns. Oh, you're very tall. You look quite normal, actually. And you, I like the hair. Do you style it yourself?
No.
Okay. How about a magic trick? And he just like clicks his fingers and like cards come out of his hands. Huh?
Yeah, I think we're good.
Yeah, we're just gonna continue on with our day. Pleasure to meet you.
Okay. if you're eaten by an ice dragon, don't come crying to me.
Sure, we'll be fine.
Apparently, they make a great souffle. Anyway,
No problem. Can I get Dimitri and Morticia to roll me a perception check, please?
That's a 25.
25?
My math
Nice.
may be incorrect.
13.
13. Okay, good to know. He just kind of like continues dusting himself off, and he just like, all right, as you were, and he just continues walking about.
That was weird, right?
Yeah, that
Yeah,
guy's
that was
weird.
Do you think
I'll
it is a
put my
common-
hand to my pouch.
Yeah, pouch is still there.
You think it is a common saying, getting eaten by an ice dragon here? Or do you think he knows more than most?
very specific word.
We just have to
But-
find a place to sleep and we can ask there. I don't
Yeah.
trust people we just meet in the streets.
Well, he was thrown out of that place and said he wasn't welcome again for lying, cheating, and all that. That's what I overheard. So maybe
That's
there.
true.
Maybe that's a good place.
Start there. I'm up with that.
If we end up getting stabbed, it's my fault.
Yeah, so if you all gather around and go through these double doors, as it swings open, this very loud, beaty, electronic kind of rock music is just like playing full blast. You can barely hear yourself think, let alone anyone near you, as you like step through it there. You see like some dustbloods in the corner with like long flowing hair, kind of like nodding their head back and forth to the music. You see a few more. They've kind of got their hair like shaped into a mohawk, wearing like these kind of leather jackets, and like they seem to be playing like some sort of card game. There's like piles of gold on the table and they're like scooping it about. And then you see the dustblood that threw the one you heard being called Seth, Arnus, as you heard, he himself being a black dustblood, bald with like this thick bushy beard. It's kind of got like all these chains and charms like braided into it. What part of him isn't skin is tattoo, and he has a heterochromy. He has one red eye, one yellow eye, and he's just like, oh, I saw you guys coming through the portal, not here to make trouble, are you?
Just looking for a place to stay.
Ah, then the
Less than
slayers.
Slef, we hope.
And so what?
Less than Slef, well, the guy that you threw out, we hope. That guy was really weird. Is he always like that?
Oh, he likes to tell stories. Some people call him a storyteller. I call him an idiot.
He said something about an ice dragon.
Oh, yes, apparently he saw an ice dragon coming out the cave, and now we all should be scared because he will set it upon us. Fuck Seth.
Would it be weird if we asked what cave he's on about?
Do you want out of town?
Perfect. I guess that's vague enough for us to know.
Well, I take it just working out how you're dressed, especially you. You seem to be a part of them starry people that think that spirits live in stars, them people. We all know there's only one true deity, Escaradon. And then like all of a sudden the music stops and everyone like puts their hands up. Hail Escaradon. And then the music continues.
Very culty, okay.
Yeah.
Have I ever heard of that god?
Roll me a religion check with advantage.
17.
17. Yes, you have. Escaradon is known as the trickster god. The symbol always associated whenever you were studying is this cobra wrapped around a dagger with wrapped a dagger around his tail with two gem eyes, each being different colors. Also, you remember reading some stories of Iscaridon, some depicting him as an old man, some depicting him as a spry young woman. And no matter what, there's always these robes with words and markings. And he always, in whatever form he takes, has horns. And blue skin with golden eyes. They're always the same thing. But man, woman, always are interchangeable within the stories. That's what you remember. And you remember the domains being lies, trickery, and madness.
Fair enough. It seems like a good domain.
So that is, yes. So I presume you came from back that way, as I was saying, because you look like one of them crazy people, or at least you dress like one. So yes, that way out of town, towards that way, that cave.
Okay.
Any chance you got rooms for the night?
Here in the Slayer's Death, we always have rooms. Do you have
Take two?
gold?
It depends on how much.
Yeah, how much?
For how many nights you want to stay? We can sweeten the pot the more you take.
Just a night.
One night, say, for 2 rooms?
We can squeeze in if necessary.
You want
Yeah,
bed and breakfast?
One by
Sure, we'll take breakfast.
Okay. For 2 rooms, 100 gold.
Come on. Come on now. We both know
True,
that is
true.
way overpriced.
True, you are a fellow Dustblood. I should be a bit fairer. 150 gold for the night.
I think we prefer to camp.
Good luck with that, my friends.
How much is it just for like the one?
The one
To be
room,
half that?
for you, the crazy person with the stars, 75 gold for 1 room. This is including breakfast as well. Just
And
remember.
without breakfast?
70 gold. I'm fair.
Come on, I'm sure there's more business around.
Okay. Oh, keep looking.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
I don't like this town. Is
No,
it
I feel
weird
like
that I don't like my own people?
No, I can see that. I don't get along with a lot of humans. You're a different case, Dimitri.
Yeah, I haven't really met a lot of elementals.
Yeah, you don't really have the experience to say if you hate your kind or not.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll go and look for other accommodations.
Okay, as you go look around, you see like a lot of the places seem to be boarded up. This time they seem to be like shut during the day. Like it's not that late in the day at this point. I would say it's probably pushing about 3 p.m. if anything, but they all seem to be shut. You get the feeling like this town operates more at night, minus the Slayer's Death Tavern that you just come from. You do see, however, Seth walking through town again. He's got like a this kind of like stick in his mouth that's like lit on flame, not like a cigarette or anything like that. It's just like this stick that like a match, just lit on flame, just walking around town. And you do see like a few other Dustbloods. There's a couple of like nice families like kind of living there. And then you see like more of like the rough and tumble ones heading back into the Slayer's Death. Oh. We seem to have lost someone for now. Let's see if that sorts out momentarily. What I think we'll do for now, we'll just quickly go to break. Oh, maybe not.
It was just Discord having a seizure like normal.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so no, we'll continue then. So Yeah, so you do see like a couple of like more rough and tumble ones heading to the stairs death, but other families and that they seem to just be going about their normal days. A lot of them. You do see a lot of like this iconography of like Escaradon, like the cobra with the dagger and the gem eyes. That's plastered quite a lot of places. You do see like one rundown church in the center. It's like got this like instead of having like a flag or like a symbol of it, it's just like graffitied over the side of this church, just his symbolism. And you see like more like robed figures with these eyes at the back of the robes, just walking about that. But nothing else open at the moment.
Maybe we can try the church.
I have a second idea, and this is more coming from my roguish past. You can mold earth, right?
I did not get that.
No, that's not what we can do. No.
Nope.
Why? I thought one of us could mold earth. Anyway, what I was thinking was if we could just make our way into one of the board of the buildings, we could just sleep there the night.
I think they are
That is
boarded for the day.
I think they might be occupied still.
Ah,
Just-
okay. I know that how run down they really look.
Perhaps there might be somewhere. I'm. It seems like it might be a bit difficult to find somewhere here. I don't have any experience camping out in these temperatures, but we could try. I'm not opposed to it.
So transport us directly to where we need to go, as long as we know where we need to go. Maybe you can pull out the map and I can check.
Right, yeah, we could do that. Pull that map, I guess.
Okay, yeah. You look on the map. Obviously, this cave's not marked off in the map, but like on the you see
area.
like the Karma Peaks, like it's kind of set, like the mountain range is kind of split into 4, and then it continues on. So your cave is anywhere in that continued on path.
I think we were talking about the map that says where the Imperiums are.
Ah, that would make more
Yes.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, where I hold it and she looks for the Imperium because otherwise.
Well, you didn't specify. Anyway, carry on.
Sorry about
that. Maybe an Arcana check.
Yeah.
Now I know what you're talking about.
21.
21. So again, you get that pull from William, and as you look past that, within the mountain range, the further part mountain range, it kind of like pings right in the center of there.
I'm no arcane master here, but I'm pretty sure that's not enough information.
Right in the middle. I don't know, maybe I can teleport us there. I know the exact location.
Why do I feel like you're going to do that and we're just going to end up squashed inside inside the mountain?
It might happen. I am not gonna lie.
Or,
Let's-
strange theory, if you could do that again one more time today, we walk to the cave so we actually know exactly where it is ourselves, we go somewhere nice to rest for the night, and then we come back.
I'm not opposed.
Thoughts, everybody else?
Maybe. Well, I mean, we can go see where the cave entrance is, but if that's where the dragon, maybe not get too close in case we find ourselves trapped.
Yes, teleporting directly there without knowing the situation might be a bit risky. So I think maybe approach from a bit of a distance, or maybe even teleport.
Maybe I can teleport us to the peak of the mountain so we can look down. I might be a little cold.
Also very hard to breathe.
Most likely.
Actually,
It's a sudden change
that's
in
not really
pressure
a
might
problem,
be-
but anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has the realization I don't breathe at the moment. Never mind.
Wait, oh.
Right, yeah. Stupid thought. I forget that I've changed overnight, okay? Anyway. Or you just do... Okay, let's just go with the church. Yeah.
Okay, church.
If we get stabbed there, then I guess it's worth stabbing back.
as you head towards the church, you see more and more of these people in these robes with these blue gems on their back. And like they kind of have like these golden sashes that like kind of go up to their own horns. You see like one female Duskblood that's of blue skinned, and she also has golden eyes. And she's kind of like, come, children, come, children. Oh, a new devotee, and you've brought snacks. I joke, we don't eat people. On today, anyway.
You'll find I have a lot more bite than you'd like to imagine.
Oh, I'm sure you do. Look at you. I'm sure you're quite stringy, actually, very gamey. Not quite what we're looking for. Anyway, what brings you here, sister?
We were actually hoping to maybe get some place where we could sleep.
Oh, and what brought you all the way here for sleep? Are you a new follower of Ascaridon? And then you just see the ones behind it just, hail Ascaridon.
No.
In reality, we're just passing by. We need to continue.
Passing by, you say? Okay, and you want to stay here the night? Why wouldn't you stay in the Slayer's Death? I'm sure they did you a very good deal on room.
Oh, they were ripping us off.
Were they?
I don't like being ripped off.
Oh. Well,
just-
you see.
Out of curiosity, how much do they normally charge?
About 200 gold a night.
Yeah, we were being ripped off.
Okay.
Oh. That's unfortunate. So, you want to stay in the church? We can allow this, of course. However, you are obviously allowed to stay in the church. Your friends, however, would have to sleep on the steps. We wouldn't want to taint the church with such people. Obviously, you understand, of course.
I mean, if that's the way it has to be,
You're not coming through.
No, I
Yeah.
think maybe we just go camping then.
I think I would rather take my chances.
In the wild, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm used
Okay. But thank you
No,
for the hospitality.
of course, of course. I'm always willing to be hospitable to people. If you should need anything else while you are here, Olor is my name.
I'm Morticia. Thank you.
Morticia. Okay. Interesting. And your heritage. Are you, if you don't mind me asking, are you pure Duskblood, or is there something else shifting around in your veins? You don't smell quite normal.
Don't really know my mother, so I would not be able to tell you.
Oh, interesting. We always have use for people like you. But no, good luck with the cold.
Thank you.
No problem. Just for your sake, I wouldn't camp too near town. We do get a bit riled up at night.
I'll keep that in mind.
Yes. Do like to sacrifice a few people now and then when the moon strikes us, you know. Hail Ascaridon. Hail Ascaridon.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
No, thank you.
We will be going now.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. And her eyes do not like, with you three, her eyes do not break contact with you while you're still looking at her. Like, it's weird. It's like one of them dolls. It's like following you around the room. It's like literally wherever you look, her eyes are making contact with you.
Pushing the guys out. Come on.
Uh-huh. Yep.
As we leave,
Smile and nod.
What do they? What is up with this town?
Extremely
Yeah.
culty.
Makes sense, to be fair.
Seth is still walking around at this point. He just over here. He's just like, they're not really culty. They're just a bit fucking nuts.
Same difference.
Well, yeah. The true magic happens at night. You should see some of the stuff they do at night. And if I was you, I would make sure you and your friends camp quite far away from here. They have been known to take the heart of a few people. And not in the fun way you would have read about, you know.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I got first-hand and different quotes of taking people's hearts, but anyway.
Well, let's just say my very gloomy long-haired friend that
Yep.
these people would kind of like puncture your skin, drain all your vitality, and, you know, leave you to the wilderness, if you know what I mean.
Oh, fun. Okay, you know what?
Oh.
I might stay here the night. I kind of want to fuck about and find out.
Please no, we got other business to attend to.
Why, that sounds like an absolute hoot. I want to see who's stronger.
Please, let's not test it.
That might be the shield talking.
It most likely is.
Maybe-
God, just like both of our curiosities are piqued.
I will just start working on my portal.
Yeah, sure. As you're doing that, Seth does look over. He's just like, oh, you do realise if you flex your index figure slightly more when you're doing that, it will be slightly quicker to cast that. Just saying, you know, what do I know? I'm just the crazy person.
No, if
I
out
will
of all people,
try
you're
it.
sane.
That may be...
Sane in your own way.
Yeah, I'll take that. You know, sanity and sanity is the same sort of thing.
So
You're not the one going hail the Scarabin every 4 minutes.
Oh,
That's
sorry.
more like 5.
Sorry. As you do that, you do hear faintly a different distance. Hey, let's go.
Whenever that name, 1 second, and just every now and again he's just going to say it at different volumes until the point where he doesn't hear it repeated.
If you're still in town, you will still hear it repeated. It's only if you leave town.
oh no.
Okay, they can hear it no matter who says it and wherever they say it in
Yep.
town. I'm still very curious. I'm going to stay here, but if it's for the better, I will leave if told.
Thank you.
But I still want to stay here. I think it's going to be hilarious.
Yeah.
I'm making a portal.
Yeah. As you make a portal, where are you going to?
The mountain range.
Okay.
But not precisely where it was being pinged. I want to stay half a day away still.
Okay. For this one, I am going to get you to roll percentiles on it.
Okay.
I think if you know the place clear enough, it's easy enough to do. But for this one, I need percentiles.
See how close or far you get.
Yeah.
Or how people...
I rolled
Wait,
100.
Holy
I rolled
shit.
it in the D&D Beyond, if you want to
okay.
check.
Okay. With
Let's go
that,
straight to the point.
the portal
Right there.
opens, and like a flurry of snow fires through the portal. As you step back, you seem to be landed at the base of this mountain peak, and you can see just far up, like the mountain kind of opens up like a giant mouth, and you see that's where this kind of cave/cliff face is. And as you get there, I think that's where we're going to take a break. as you appear there, you're at the foot of this mountain where you see like the cave / cliff face open up so far, kind of looking like a mouth etched into this mountain. You do hear like this rumbling from inside the mountain that you hear as soon as you land there. However, one thing you didn't account for when you opened this portal, Seth did walk through it with you.
Oh, that's fine, because I was going to grab him by the thing and pull him through anyway.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Well,
okay.
You got your senses about you. Come on.
Well, I thought you was going to take us to like a warmer
Am I
climate.
nice? No, we're idiots.
Why would you want to come with us?
Yes.
Like I said, I thought you was going somewhere warmer. I clearly misjudged this whole situation.
I mean, you can stick around and we'll probably go to a warmer climate.
You know what? I think you guys seem pretty on the
Step after a goal that we have.
no, not completely crazy with a god in your brain. How about I heard you wanted to camp out. I mean, sorry, I did overhear.
No, I have the whole secret suspicion you were following us the whole time, even though you walked away.
Is it following you if we was walking in the same direction
Yes.
and you was just ahead of me?
Considering that you left before us, you would have had to loop all the way around to be behind us.
I'm a very quick walker, of
Will you just get your laps in for the day?
course. You know,
Okay,
Do you
we'll go with that. Well, you were getting your laps in for the day. Okay,
it takes a lot of walking to look this good.
fair. Okay, so let's say that we believe that.
Yeah.
What are you suggesting?
I could let you stay at my place.
I don't know if you noticed, we teleported all the way here.
Yeah. My place is literally takes out a key. Puts it in midair, clicks open. Here.
So you could do architecture fancy too?
That sounds awesome. I want to know more about that. No, this I met someone that could cast this spell. I asked them how they did it, and they showed me. And what did you know? I've got a natural aptitude for doing the arcaneness. Hence why I knew if you flexed your index finger when you was casting that spell, it would have made it go a bit quicker. But yeah.
Can you teach me?
Well, not everyone can learn the great Seth Selion's School of Magic, but I'm willing to give it a go for the right amount of money. So, drinks?
Yeah,
Juice.
sounds good.
Juice? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he can't drink alcohol.
Oh, I don't know.
Actually, he doesn't know. Normally, he used to turn to a ball of fire.
That's pretty hot. I bet you've heard that joke before, right?
Yeah, a couple of times.
Come on. Give me that again. I think I could do better. I think I could do that better.
What, you saying you need to warm up?
Yeah, you know.
Okay, I apologize. I'll stop now.
I mean, I don't know if that was funny or sad.
Yeah, let's go with sad. Let's be honest. That's kind of my whole forte.
And
I
you,
find it funny.
how did you get this metal horse?
That is not of your concern, but
Fair enough.
perhaps we could get out of the snow first
storm,
before
yeah.
Oh, is it a bit chilly? Yeah, true.
a little bit. Yes.
No worries, please step inside.
We'll be able
Alrighty.
to exit, right?
I mean, you know how doors work, right?
I also know how getting kidnapped works, right?
It's
Wait,
a
that's kinda
doorway, not a
concerning.
white van.
What is a van?
Oh, sorry, a white carriage.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure only the assembly have vans.
Oh, you know the assembly?
On a not so friendly term.
Interesting.
Why, do you also know the assembly?
I think we should drink.
Whenever they
I
come
don't
up, yeah, you
trust
should
this guy.
definitely drink.
Yeah. Let's
Fuck
drink.
it. I volunteer to drink if no one else wants to.
No, I want to test out if I can drink now.
Okay, we've got 2 idiots.
I'm not drinking. I'm
Okay,
gonna be
you two
responsible today.
You can keep your wits about you then.
Can Xanthi, first time she's done this, try and cast Detect Thoughts?
Yeah, go for it. Why not?
So it says spellcasting ability increased by that feat, so that would make it a 15 wisdom save?
Yeah, for surface level, correct?
Yep. And trying to do this when Mortish is asking about potentially not letting us out, kind of thing.
Okay. So surface level thoughts are you get. God, you try to do a good thing for people, and they think you're a con man, just because you're thrown out of a culty town in front of them, and you stalk them a little bit. But you know, who hasn't done something wrong? They're the surface level thoughts.
Very well. Thank you for the offer. I think
No.
I will.
Thank you. What I will do though, when we do go inside, I will change up a little bit. This raggy top is a bit seen better days, and I do need to brush the air out my face. So if we all step inside, get out the cold, I'll get the fireplace going. My servants will get you food and drink. And then we'll meet in the main hall for drinks.
Okay.
Weird question.
Yeah.
Does this whole, like, how he's describing this ring any bells to anything that's happened in the past?
In what regard?
Like, have I ever came across someone that's also done the same thing? I'm like, oh, that's what you've done.
In this regard, no, it's not quite the same as
No.
anything you would
Okay.
think.
Oh, just trying to
Yeah.
feel out which circles, yeah. Oh, okay, well, I guess.
Sorry. How much do you want for this teaching me this spell?
Well, you have to craft a key. It's at least 500 gold's worth. So we'll start there, because I'm not going to give you a key worth 500 gold. And we'll see how much of a good student you are to how much I charge you. All right. Let's call it 505 gold at the beginning.
Do we have a key worth 500 gold?
Not
What about
anymore.
the dagger? Is the dagger also a key?
No.
The dagger can be used. The dagger kind of replaces the key and locks a locking
Locks it.
mechanism in place. So I don't think they're interchangeable.
Anyway, while you lot do you, I'm going to go in and get changed. So he just walks through the door,
Yeah,
leaves it opens.
Do you want to close it on the? Okay, he's gone.
Are we trusting this? I'm all for it, but
We have no better option, and yeah, we have no better option.
He seemed
Unless,
a bit peculiar, but not hostile. So
hey, look on the bright side. His name didn't start with Doctor.
true.
that is a positive.
That we know.
I love how that it's like a turning point in the conversation.
Maybe we should ask him.
You
if
should
from-
ask. Yeah.
We should ask if he's a doctor. Possibly.
Alright.
But I want to know this spell.
If you talk to him more, see if there's a way you can get a key made here. If you can,
Maybe.
and if you want to spend a couple of days learning this, that'll be the perfect excuse for me to have the downtime I need, because we keep pushing ourselves. And this thing might try and kill me again, pointing at the shield.
Okay. But remember to use the thing.
I won't use it, but it's still a shield on my arm.
Just saying, don't use it. Servant.
As you call for a servant, as you step through, these kind of like little scaly like lizard creatures with these big like wide bug eyes kind of like scroll up and they're like, yes, help you we must.
I need a key worth 500 gold.
Oh, do you have a key worth 500 gold?
I do not.
Well, we kind of help you with rooms and things.
We have the
And you-
500 gold between us. Can we get a key worth that? Can you scavenge on it by any chance? I don't know. We don't know what the extent of this thing does.
They just kind of look at you and just like revert back, and it's kind of like they're on a loop, just like, help? You
Okay,
kind
so
of
it's very
quickly understand that they're only bound to like help you within this house.
Okay.
Okay.
Do we go to
Right,
the
I
vault?
guess we do what we do then.
They kind of like lead you off to the kitchens, where there's like nice meals being prepared, fresh kind of food. Like it smells like really aromatic to the senses. And before too long, you do hear Seth just walking down. Again, this time he's kind of wearing like this nice kind of black shirt with a black waistcoat. His hair's slicked back, revealing quite like a charming looking face, quite a strong jaw. He's wearing the same kind of trousers, just cleaned them up a little bit, and the jacket he had on is kind of like floating next to him. Well, I got quicker ready than I expected. Should we make our way to the main hall, or are you still wanting to get some food? I mean, I can grab them to get a bit of everything, come to the main hall if you want.
I think Xanthi not wanting to leave Aethon outside has just led him through to the kitchen at this point. Is this all right, or is there somewhere he should?
Does he need like hay and stuff like that?
He does not need it, but he can if he wants to.
Yeah,
Should be fine, though.
Clicks his fingers and another like door opens up. He should be all right in there. I made like a little stable for him.
Is to take thoughts still up, or would that have gone down? It's 1 minute. Okay.
No, still up.
Yeah. Any thoughts there on deception, or just
No,
clicks
so
fingers and it's happened?
yeah. As he clicks his fingers, he's just like, all right, yeah, I forgot about the horse. Maybe I should make a bit of a stable. I mean, is it metal? Does it eat hay? Maybe it eats like needles or something. That's just a bit weird. But yeah, that's what you get in surface level.
Fair enough. Yeah, we'll lead Aethon in that direction. Send him through and then come back to the rest.
And he's got like this chalice in his hand, and he's just, yeah, if you'll follow me. The chalice just like fills up with like this red wine as he's just walking through.
No. So, since you're being so courteous and all that.
Yeah.
I guess it would be correct to be, respectful back. If possible, could I get a room with like a bathhouse next to it, and then I will,
Actually be presentable instead of in my traveling attire.
Oh yeah, I mean you can just use the bathhouse just up the stairs. There's like a nice place you can change. My servants can shave you as well if you want. They can give you a bit of haircut.
No. I'm pretty good with that.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah,
All right, well.
I mean, we're just waiting the main hall whenever you lot are ready. I'm just, whenever you're ready. He like clicks open these double doors, and as you look in, it's like this really lavish main hall, this solid oak long table with these big leather chairs with these plump, fluffy cushions in them. There's like gold inlay on the chairs, and he just like slings himself over, puts his leg over with his chalice and just starts sipping at the far end. clicks his fingers, the fire roars on, and it's just like this warm, homely feeling.
Yeah, William will definitely leave off and go make himself look his more noble self than the adventurer in itself that's been kind of
yeah.
So the hair will be tied up and everything. Fucking bikes. 1 second.
William's Tourette's has kicked in.
I'll think over the fucking thing.
Yeah, so you could just trip yourself over. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Hair tied up, everything, actually, and, retracting the shield back into himself so it isn't visible.
Okay, yeah.
And yeah, he'll come down after that.
Yeah. Unless anyone else wants to do anything, I would say the other three of you do go in with him. He's just like, make yourself comfortable. Grab a chair. I'd say it takes William a bit of time to get ready and everything like that. So this is all happening while William's getting ready. Well, what's your poison of choice? Oh wait, probably wrong choice of words for people I've just met. You drink. What do you like to drink? We have the finest ales, wines. We do have a bit of spirits, but it's not that kind of party, if you know what I mean.
Can I get some hot chocolate?
You can indeed. Just grab that chalice next to you there. As you do, it feels like warm straight away, and like this chalice pours with hot chocolate and cream and marshmallows appear on top. Sprinkles, flake.
Always.
And yeah, just more cream, more sprinkles, more flake.
Oh, I like it now.
Oh, well, if that's all it took, I would have done it earlier. Gosh.
Probably should have.
Yeah, I mean, last time I started handing out drinks to people, it got a bit funny. Anyway, what about yourself there?
Could I have some ale, if that is all right?
Of course. Just grab the chalice next to you.
Appreciate it.
And yeah, again, it just fills with this ale. If you do take a sip, it tastes like ale that you would have brewed at home. Like, it is so nice to the taste, so refreshing. It's really different. Not like the standard like ones you get in like a tavern or anything. It's really good to the taste.
This is good stuff.
Well, thank you. I just thought you strike me as someone that likes it a little bit bitter, bit of sweetness in there.
Have you spent much time in the Badlands? It
It
reminds me of home.
I did travel through once. So when I traveled through there, I did learn a drinking game, and I was hoping we could play it maybe a bit. I do like my games, and I do like to drink. I don't know if you've heard of it though. Truth or Mimic?
We have indeed. We've played it ourselves once, actually.
Well, I think it's as good as time as any when you meet new friends to try it out. But you there, and your, I want to say Red Panda? Or was it?
Yeah,
Raccoon?
right. This is Papu.
Sorry, didn't mean to miss you there. You just seem to be really quiet. And he's just like, okay, that's a bit weird. I mean, I make houses appear out of nowhere, but that's weird. What can I get the two of you?
What do you recommend? I don't have much experience with drinking.
Well, in that case, then I say you get the Phantom Red wine, and add a tiniest bit of this. It's like a juice. You add a little bit to that. It just gives it a whole nother flavor, and sweetness. I'd mix it for you. Just grab your chalice. And what about your friend? Does he drink like we do, or does he just drink normal things?
He doesn't need to drink, but water's fine.
Of course. I don't want to be disrespectful. Would like a dog bowl be okay, or would like another chalice be needed?
I just look at Papu. What? Do you have a preference? Bowl? Okay. Yeah, dog bowl would be great.
Oh yes, of course. He just like clicks his finger. This bowl kind of like materializes, filled with water. And Parby's just like, and starts to just drink it.
Yeah, I'll pick up my chalices.
Yeah.
Drink it.
It's very thick, but it's got like a sweetness to it. There's a bit of like shock at first, but like it does like have like a sweet aftertaste to it. I don't know if you've ever had like cough candy.
I have not know.
Okay, so it's got like the aniseed kind of like bitterness at the front, but like afterwards it's got like this kind of like sweet like this. I would say by this time, after you've got all your drinks now, William, you would be able to join the after all the drinks have been poured and that. And he's like, oh yes, I forgot you. What's your drink of choice?
Oh, that's what we're doing. A lot, honestly. But question: can you make anything?
I can do the best I can. If I know it, it's easier to make.
May I, like, just gesturing to come over to him?
Yes, yes.
And as William goes around, he's gonna like lean down and kind of whisper a specific age, brand, and something into his ear and say, "I don't know how long that has been like discontinued because I know they don't make it anymore for reasons that I might be accustomed to, and
I mean,
I don't know if you've ever tried it yourself."
Maybe not quite that, but I know it tastes very similar to the 1804 de Triumph, so maybe try that.
I guess that'll be a good enough substitute.
And yeah, he just grabbed the chalice when you said.
Much appreciated.
And as you do, it fills with this red wine.
Yeah, he will taste it. On a scale of 1 to 10, how similar to what he was looking for is it?
Like a solid 7.58.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, after drinking it, he'll have like a smile, but also then a somber kind of behind the eyes kind of look and be like, "Yep, no, that's a pretty good substitute."
Ah, well, good. I'm glad. So while you was getting yourself ready, I did speak to your friends here. There's this game I learnt when I was in the Badlands for a little bit of time called Truth or Mimic. I was wondering if we could play a couple of rounds.
Xanthi brought us there when we first met.
Oh, amazing. So do you think it's something that's possible?
I'm not against it.
I mean, I think the only fitting thing is if we draw straws and take it in turns.
I'm pretty bad at this game. I normally tell 3 truths, so I might need to go last just ahead of time. That's what I did last time.
Okay, then we will not let you roll into this. And if you 3 want to pick that, he puts like this pile of straws in the center of the table. If you pick them out, we'll all pick one, and whoever gets the shortest gets to go first. So if you guys want to roll d20, whoever gets the lowest number goes first.
Okay.
I got a 19.
19.
17.
Ooh,
17.
also 19.
19. Natural 20. So 17.
Damn. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Let me think for a moment. Okay, so truth or mimic. I once accidentally proposed to the general of the Balwian clan. And let's see. I was the fastest among the scouts that I controlled.
Huh. Well, I've just met you, and you look kind of strong, so I don't think you're the fastest. However, you're pretty reserved. What do you guys think? You've travelled with her slightly longer.
I feel like we all have a slight inkling to which one it would be.
Unless she's throwing this.
Well,
Unless you're throwing a curveball.
I kind of want to say the second one was false, so then the first one could be true, and then I want to.
Question.
Just for the fastest one. Is that you with or without airborne?
Both actually.
Okay, now I can see she being the fastest, definitely.
Well, I don't know. Normally, in my experience, if you're strong, you're not really quick. You know, like
Yeah, you haven't enough experience then, is all I'm going to say for that.
I don't know. I'm
You should
willing.
You should see the training residence that she's been getting us to do. God,
I mean, yeah.
it's a mix of dexterity as well as strength itself, so I can still see her being still really quick. I don't think you would accidentally propose to her. I think you would have meaning in what you say. You always seem to lead very headstrong, so I don't think it would be an accident. Unless, of course, you were drunk or something like that. But anyway.
She
There
didn't know
was
the
no
customs,
drink involved.
Okay.
and then that's why it happened.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here. I'm just gonna guess that you're not the fastest. You're the second fastest.
I'm gonna go with you the fastest.
I'm going with our new friend as well.
Yeah, I want to say that you're not the fastest.
It's true. Alexandria was the fastest among us. And I suppose there is a bit of a story there. Yeah, Dmitry was right. I was not entirely aware of the customs. I found myself in what appeared to be hostile territory and presented the general with some of the brink that I had hunted in their lands. And apparently, this means that I was proposing to her, so it was a bit of a joke among the others. They all laughed at me, but she said, "Tall one, I accept your proposal, so I suppose I have a fiance now."
Wow.
That
Interesting.
How long ago was this?
This was when I was traveling north to get to the edge to cross, find my sisters again, so probably about a month now, I guess. Something
So
like
she's
this.
still waiting.
I don't know how serious she was, to be fair. but
Okay.
Are you gonna honor it?
I think I have other priorities at the minute, but I'm not opposed to. She was quite beautiful, so. But I don't know her, so
Okay.
it would be good to, meet her properly first.
That's fair. But if you ever
I-
need help planning the wedding,
We are here.
I've seen the work that you've done, and yes, it is very impressive.
Yeah, they could do the whole wedding thing. I'm very, very interested in finding these brink.
They are probably the biggest problem we've had in the Badlands, so
I'm happy
it's
to pull
more than
security.
enough. More than enough skulls to crush there, if you feel like it.
oh, you know what? That is well done. That is I did expect it to be slightly different than that, but you know what? I'm pleasantly surprised with that one. All right, who's next? Who's next? Come on, let's draw another set of straws. So Morticia, Dimitri. 13.
Another 19.
that's a one.
Come on then. Let's see if it's as quite as interesting as your friends.
Okay. Give me a second. So it's one truth and one lie.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. Trying to think of a. Okay, so my upbringing, I was actually born in nobility. And then I guess my other one would be my upbringing. Actually, I was actually brought up in poverty.
I think that I know this one. We spoke about this stuff before. I think the lie is nobility.
How many horses did you have growing up?
None.
Huh. I mean, you could have been a noble that didn't have horses. That would make sense too, I guess.
Yeah, if you were noble by the sea, normally you wouldn't need to use for horses, you'd boats. But anyway.
Correct. How many ships did you have growing up?
None.
Right. Well, that's me a bit pickled.
No, I think I remember this one quite fondly. We were speaking about it one night. If I remember correctly, Papa was your only friend that you had when you finally got him, so therefore, I don't think a nobleman would be that alone. Never mind.
Unless
You're also
go.
you're also much more well-rounded and down to earth than most nobles that I've come across. So I think I would be inclined to agree.
You look like a prince. You're nobility for sure.
Did everyone answer?
Besides our friend there,
Oh,
he's still a bit pickled.
Yeah, I'm all right. Where did you grow up?
hang on. Let me get the name so I make sure it's correct. Oh, actually, it might be better because I know where it is on the map. No, I can't find the map. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I grew up in the Echo Park Forest.
I'm going to say you lived in poverty. I don't know any nobles that come from a forest.
Well, actually, I actually was born in nobility.
Told you he looked like a prince.
But no, I grew up not really having friends because everyone feared of what I could do, so they stayed away. So even though I was raised in a castle, I was very alone.
Money can't buy you friends.
It certainly can't.
Well, it's when my mother died, my father remarried.
Oh.
I basically got disowned. They had another child. They cared more for him than me.
Well, that is just sad. And he just like sits drinking his wine. So, well, no, it takes guts to admit that. All right, you still adamant you're going to go last?
I can
mean-
go if you want, but I might need a bit more time to get my thoughts in line so it's an actual believable lie.
I'll tell you what. If you feel like taking a straw, take a straw.
Fuck it, game's a game, isn't it?
Indeed. 8.
16.
18.
Well,
Looks like it's you, old friend.
yeah. Okay. I have lived to tell tale of fighting a dragon. And my father was a prince, one of the princes of one of the pillars in the Fey realm.
I'm going to go with your father was a pillar and the Fey Ram is a lie.
Okay.
I agree.
Would you care to tell us a bit more about this dragon?
Yeah, I mean, judging by age, I would say it's an adult one. Had pretty bad breath. Horrible kind of fangs. It exuded this kind of cold breath that froze people where they stood. And it had like a really stupid name, like a Terrarar or Tararara or Ra Tarara Tarata Tovarar or something like that. It's very difficult to understand it with his accent. Yeah.
Is Santa able to get any kind of read on which one
You can do an
may or may
insight
not be
check.
the truth? 24.
24.
I guess more specifically about the dragon stuff, whether it seems it's even a tale that he's heard from someone else. Is there any elements of truth to it?
Yeah, I'm gonna message you, I think.
Sure.
And yeah, that should come through to you in a second. Once I press. So we got two thinking my dad's not a prince of a pillar.
Interesting. I think that there is elements of truth to this dragon tale, but I do not think it is all there. So I think that is the lie.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I was going to agree with Xanthi.
You don't think I fought a dragon?
I feel like if you did by yourself, I think the dragon would have won.
Well, excuse me,
Yeah.
I'm kind of hurt. No, so technically, I didn't fight the dragon. However, I did see the dragon. I kind of blinked into existence after performing a dodgy teleport plane shift kind of thing. And the dragon was staring me straight in the face. And there was a few people around him. And they didn't make it. And luckily my teleport took me out of there before anything bad happened.
If you don't mind, why did you decide to stay in that town? I mean, you clearly didn't like the people there.
No, but they weren't very good at playing cards, so it was a good way to earn a bit of gold. Just until after I teleported away from the dragon, I couldn't teleport anymore. Something, I don't know if I got interrupted, or I like interrupted something when I was there, if he had something in his lair that kind of messed with my magic. I mean, my house still works, and a couple of other tricks do, but teleportation since I've been there has not been the same.
Maybe you're worried.
I think so.
It might be the thing that we're there to look for.
Or it might be something trying to stop us from getting it.
Either one.
Shit.
That leaves the two of you. Who wants to go, or are you going to roll for it?
I say we roll.
Certainly. Yep, the one time. Natural 20.
I got a 10. Okay, so growing up, there was this one instance where I may or may not have the figured painting of Mahena. And my second one is when I first went on my travels alone. I spent my first night in a brothel.
I think both of these could be true.
Yeah, that's what makes it so difficult.
I mean, I've only met her like a couple of hours ago.
Yep.
So
I'm not
sorry.
even sure if I know the story.
It was
I don't
that you
think I thought.
grew up hating Mahina? Was that what I heard?
Oh, no.
No?
I disfigured a painting of my hand.
Ah.
The
Well,
finger
it
paint, though,
seems-
seems correct.
It did sound
But
like
also-
you got up to quite some trouble there, so
Did.
Yeah, but I also know that at one point you were extremely naive, so I also could see you accidentally staying in a whorehouse for the night.
Yes. Thinking it's like a normal like inn.
The whole night, the whorehouse. That's the true story. Fuck. I think I just remembered something. I think you have told me this one.
I'm gonna say the painting is true.
I think I agree.
Dimitri, which one did you choose? Sorry.
I haven't yet. I'm gonna go with William. Because I feel like maybe you did deface the statue, but it wasn't finger painting, it was something else.
Yep. Well, in reality, I pushed Crystal, which in turn put her fist through the painting. So it was not me, technically. And yeah, my first, it was a mistake. I didn't mean to sleep in a brothel.
Well,
We've all made mistakes.
yes, I mean that's quite a interesting one. That one was very difficult. What about you?
Well, all right, let's go. They're going to be a little long-winded. So the first one, I used to run a well-established and quite well-known and famous winery that had some quite elite brands under its name. The second one, I used to be a lord that lost everything in a single night due to mistakes of my own.
You do realise the game is you're supposed to say one truth, one lie.
Yeah, one of them is true and one of them's a lie.
Huh. Well, I'm gonna say the wine's the truth because I've not come across many people that know the wine you asked for.
What was the name of the winery?
Good question.
Oh, it's one of those.
It's
Rules wines.
it's one of those ones that I can't give you the name because of it's kind of foggy, if that makes sense. You guys know what I mean when I say that.
Convenient.
It's
I think the Lord one could be true, but I don't think you lost everything because of your mistakes. At least not only from your mistakes. You may have made one or two. I think someone else was involved as well. So I'm going to go with a winery.
okay. It's a 2 for winery.
I'm gonna be different. I'm gonna say the opposite. I feel like the winery was your dream, but you couldn't have it because of the mistakes you made.
Interesting.
I think I agree with Dimitri that you lost everything in a night.
Well, Stampy and Dimitri, you two are correct that the winery was a lie. My wife ran the winery. I lost everything in a single night because I made mistakes that caused everything to go up in flames. This whole time he's just been turning the glass kind of somber.
Did we already know that William had been married?
No,
No,
that's
I mean, I did, but
yeah. He's only had his memories back for like technically like a month. So, you know, they kind of all the memories kind of flow back and forth.
buddy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, daughter too. Same note.
I'm so sorry.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry for bringing this up.
No, you wanted truth and a lie. I didn't run the winery, my wife did.
Yeah.
That's why I know the brand. It's the thing that I drank the night that we, met. She was being attacked on the road by bandits. In one of my drunken stupors, because I was a stupid kid at the time, fought them off, got pretty badly hurt. Yeah.
Well,
Told you mine would have took a while. I needed to make sure I had the memories correctly in line. Because they flow back and forth like a river, and I can never keep them straight.
you did not disappoint. Drinks, anyone? Maybe I'll break out spirits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm happy. It reminds me of home.
Well, I need a large something.
And because I thought I would, in the character, then I did an updated thing for everyone to look at. His actual noble attire.
Nice.
Yeah. So Seth kind of just like pours more drinks. More drinks go on, and he's just like, you can all have a room each. It's nothing special, but a room nonetheless. Yeah, if you want to stay here the night, prepare for anything. Whatever you're doing.
Question: the runes and stuff. You can make them. You kind of just make it as what you want.
More or less, yeah.
Any chance my room could be flame resistant?
Yeah, just choose the door to the left.
Thank you.
Yeah, well,
Um,
No one wants to share a room. I don't know. It's awkward. Since we started on the road, I haven't slept alone in a while, and dangerous shit happens, and I'm scared.
sure.
No, I agree.
I have something in mind.
One big room?
I suppose you
Not for
want
that.
that fire resistant.
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
one large room, fire resistant, I guess. Yeah, I've
Okay.
got an
Sorry,
idea.
guys.
William will walk over and he'll kind of describe it to help him build it. He'll try and imitate one of the manor rooms from all that time ago.
Is that okay? Okay. Double doors.
Yeah, I know it's a
yes.
little outdated.
Varnish.
I'm very
okay.
old now. Yeah.
Okay, we should be done. Yes.
Yes.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
No problem at all. If you need anything throughout the night, just ring the bell in the room, and the Quassits will bring over anything you need.
Much appreciated. If you want any descriptions on any brands that are no longer, ask me before I leave, and I'll write you a couple down and how they are composed.
I will take that. Yes. Yeah, and he just continues sitting in the room. Just stays there, just staring at the fire. Just allows you to go up the stairs to the first double doors. You swing them open. It's a lavish design, four nice big beds. This room is bigger than some taverns you've been in. And it's really nice and comfortable. The one thing you do notice as you're going up there, on the staircase, there's this picture of this blue figure with like this white flowing hair, wearing like a purple waistcoat with like purple trousers and like a bright pink shirt. And he's kind of standing next to like this giant king. It's got like these blue scars with this giant sword. It's probably bigger than the guy is, like welded onto his back. And then you see like this little red tiefling kind of in the center of him, like a family portrait. Not tiefling, sorry, dustblood. Getting carried away with myself.
Hey, is this the person that you learned your tricks off?
Sorry?
There's painting on the stairs. This the person you learned your tricks off?
Yeah, kind of. I suppose he was like a stepdad of kind.
Fair. You guys looked happy at one point.
Yeah, I was. At one point, yeah.
I feel like it's a sorrow that we both share.
No, I think you win in that department, bud.
Oh. Okay. Well, at least I can empathize.
Yeah, just whatever you do, do not remove any pictures that you come across in the rooms.
Okay, I will respect that. At the end of the day, this is your house, not ours.
I mean, you can remove them, but cover your eyes. I don't know what will happen if you do. The man that taught me everything was a bit of a practical joker.
Yeah, no, I could see the mischief in his eyes. Fuck, that word was hard to say.
It's probably the
I
wine
probably
talking.
stop drinking this. Yeah. Just turns to water.
Yeah.
That's a bit backwards from the books. Anyway. Sorry.
But yeah, as you guys get in, settled into like these nice, comfy rooms, we can call that night's rest, unless anyone wants to do anything before you take a rest.
Xanthi start
course.
reading the next book of,
Of course you can.
I think it's The Life of Daggaxarth is the other one.
Yep.
Just making a start at it anyway.
Okay.
William didn't drink his potion, did he?
No, I did. Yeah, above table, I did. Yeah, when we were going to, I think it was like the kind of like camp area. I said I would have done that just to,
Okay.
move quicker after the terrible night's rest he had. Multiple heart attacks in a single night. Not great for your health.
Very valid. So you're going to read the book, Xanthi. Dimitri, you want to do anything?
No, nothing really specific. I think he's just going to spend time with Pabu before going to bed.
Okay.
Question.
Yes.
With the description I gave him on a scale like 1 to 10 again, how well is this room recreated?
Probably around that 6-7 mark. Obviously, some's open to artistic interpretation, but
And,
not bad.
Okay. He's going to go over to like a part of the room where like an old like rocking chair is next to like a bookshelf and just like pull like a storybook off like the bookshelf and just sit in the chair and read it.
Okay. Anything Morticia wants to do?
I'll just be making some potions of haste.
Perfect. Xanthi, as you're reading this book, or you start to make a dent in this book, this goes from Daggaxarth's childhood, where he grew up with virtually no renown, nothing. Everything he had to work for. And when he was very young, he suffered from a very deadly disease that took his arm and his leg. It depicts that he had many replacement arms and legs crafted for him out of the finest woods that he could afford at the time, but this kind of spearheaded him into the idea of creating a prosthetic that could be used more and be more fitting to the person. Then it kind of does a bit of skip and talks about when he started to develop these sentinels, the first round of sentinels, the first like warforge of the world. They kind of acted as his personal bodyguard, and then this actually led him to develop the first prosthetic. Not quite the one it can mold to any shape. This one was metal in its sense, but it still allowed him to work quite well. And many people wanted to buy the Sentinels when he made them. This is probably about 400 years ago. You're getting the date from. Then he led to the develop of the liquid Sentinel, where it could form any shape and is virtually indestructible, apart from flame. Seems to be quite a weakness of it if it gets overheated. And then it led to where he formed a little business, and he took like people like himself that were rough and down on their luck and kind of raised them up to the level of like almost like noble stature. And he did this, and he brought the whole town up around with him. And that's probably where you get to for this first leg of the book.
So remembering back to the fight we had in the arena,
yeah,
I remember there was a firebolt cast at him, and kind of trying to think back to that time and hearing about it being weak to flame. Does that add up to the modern version? Did it seem to have more of an effect?
With the modern version of the prosthetic he has now, the flames didn't seem to do.
Okay.
At least it didn't look like it did more damage than anything else.
Interesting. And then we'll, head off to bed.
So yeah, you can mark off them 3 potions of haste, so you'll be able to do that. And yeah, with all in your own ways, you find rest. You can mark off a long rest.
Nice.
Morning comes to all of you. Some of you waking up later than others. But all round about the same time, your first fully comfortable night's rest since you've all met each other. Yeah, morning comes.
We all ready to go?
Yep.
Are there any other preparations we think we need to do, or any strategies we wish to discuss?
Well, we don't really know what we're gonna face, but take the potions.
And I think the strategy of don't die is a bit too vague.
There was also the fact that Seth mentioned ice breath. If this is the same dragon,
Maybe we
Perhaps
use
it
some of
is-
that too before we start.
For
You had a
breakfast.
fortitude effect.
and also just to stay perhaps a little apart, so we aren't all caught up in this
Grouped up, yeah.
breath.
So the 3 of us that are close kind of be on opposite sides of it, so it has to focus on one each.
Sure.
I will try and stay away.
And I don't use the abilities.
Unless it's deadly.
It's a fucking dragon!
We don't know that.
I think we'll all need to use it.
Okay, if I'm correct in what I feel like I should be, only specific ones should be classed as activating it. The
Okay.
others still be fine. The ones I used originally when it wasn't whole. So I will try and just use those. And only those. Is that a satisfactory outcome?
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, just so everyone's aware, as I gave up the Eternal Flame, my powers are slightly different now, so I can't heal anymore. I also don't have my
Okay.
protective aura, so just bear that in mind.
Do you guys have potions of healing with you?
I have the really bad one that I can bring someone back up with, and that's about it.
I have a couple.
I think I have 2 potions of greater, so I can give you one.
I have 1 potion of healing.
I have vampiric abilities from the field that I can use without activating it. So give the greater one to Dimitri if he needs it himself. I will try and
Up to you guys.
steal as much vitality with my attack as I can.
And yeah, I think we eat breakfast and we go on our way.
Okie dokie.
As soon as you open the door, the waft of bacon, eggs, and pancakes fill your nostrils. As these, you can hear these being cooked downstairs. Yeah.
Good morning. That was quite a pleasant night's sleep. Thank you.
He kind of still slumped in the chair
Did you sleep here?
Yeah, your friend's story was quite upsetting. I wanted to be comfortable, and I found comfort in being uncomfortable.
Fair enough.
I appreciate the recreation. It was about as I can remember it.
Well, I do try. I did take a bit of artistic flair. I threw a bit of red in there where you had a bit more of a royal blue going on, but you know.
Yeah.
But I did prepare some breakfast for you all, because I don't know what crazy things you got planned for today.
Well, talking about crazy things, we might need some of this warmed up to eat alongside it. One of these few that we have.
Okay.
And then he'll take a cauldron out of the jump bag of holding.
Okay. May I ask why?
It has a fortifying effect against the cold.
Oh. Very fancy.
I don't suppose you'd have any interest in making this story of yours a reality about fighting a dragon.
I was thinking the same.
You guys are
It's no
making a
longer-
lot of assumptions.
You can no longer use it as a lie in this game anymore.
Yep.
I tell you what, Xanthi, roll me a persuasion check.
Sure.
Can I give advantage? Because I was.
Might need it.
Yeah, sure. I'll give you.
You don't have to. It's okay.
No, I'll give you advantage on it.
7.
With advantage.
Yep. It was a 6 or 7, I saw.
Oh.
I'll tell you what, I will help you best prepare, but I feel I would probably just get in the way if you have to fight this dragon. You might be able to like just sneak in and the dragon might just be out for some shopping or something. You know.
Fair enough.
I don't think this is going to really be sneaky.
Have you tried a pillow?
Yes, surprisingly, actually. We both tried putting the lever in between the metal part.
Oh,
We've done a lot of different things because, me have kind of the same issue.
I was kind of joking, but good to know.
Uh-huh. There's actually a lot of hollow space in it, like putting his hand down the front, just like wiggling it around inside, and it just makes the hollow tin sound. But surprisingly, a lot of space.
Huh. Fair enough.
You do wanted, after we come back, you can meet us here and we will take you to the other continents.
Yeah, we could take it somewhere different if you want to explore, because we've got more places we need to go, and we're not staying here until we're only staying here until this gold met, honestly.
I'll tell you what. When you come back, I'll be waiting here. And I'll have some nice food, and maybe we could go another round of truth and milk.
Sounds fair.
That's good.
And because you're the first people in a while that's actually talked to me like a normal person, how about I make you one of these keys so you can try and get this sorted out yourself?
Yes, please.
Least I could do. It's what my well, I suppose he was like a father to me, so it's what my father would want me to do.
Well, I'm leaning as he's leaning against the door, friend. We were actually a lot ruder to you than you seem to admit, because we never told you our name. Like, you've got our individual names, yes, but that's not.
Oh, you have a group name?
Yeah, that we came up with it when we were in one of the skyports. We got the capes made and everything.
Oh yeah, I see. Like you've got like a bit of a sigil.
Little lapels, yeah.
I think actually it was Mortica at the very start that suggested the name. I just remembered.
And then we came up with the whole design and all that, the color. So, we're the Deadly Mimics.
Well,
Pleasure to meet you.
nice to meet you too, Seth Celion. And like I said, when you come back, I'll make sure I have plenty of food and that ready. But please eat some food before you go. I know you want to protect yourself from the cold, but eat some of mine. It might
Also assist.
Yeah, my dad taught me a few tricks when it comes to food.
Well, I guess a feast it is. To do, friends?
Yeah.
To new friends?
In saying that, William's going to write on a little note a specific age, brand, and all that,
Yeah.
and how its specific notes are meant to be, and hand it to him and go,
try recreating that. It's a God, these words. Fuck. You get what I mean.
Celebratory drink?
Thank you. Yeah, it's a
No
celebratory
problem.
wine that we used for higher, more distinguished events.
I will get to work with that. And if any of you eat his food, you will gain 12 temporary hit points.
Nice.
You also uh 12 temporary hit points. You also become immune to poison and being frightened, and all wisdom saving throws are with advantage, as you get the effects of a hero's feast.
Oh, nice.
And also you get your cold resistance because of the stew.
From the yeah.
Yeah, as you feel your bellies ready for what lies ahead, I feel that's a great place to wrap up today. But there's a little caveat to that. You guys do level up.
Oh,
Ooh.
yes.
So yeah, but we will pick that up next week to see what you get into next week.